for Dr. Kanu, the second Igbo physician to return from his educational pursuit in Britain. By giving voice to the plight of the Igbos in Lagos, this union was able to gain traction. It started to enlarge to include the entire eastern region in 1943, after changing its name to Igbo Federal Union. The Igbos were able to unite and acquire some degree of Igbo consciousness through this union. You see that? Igbo consciousness, that we are one people. This is who we are through this union. Because that was the time Britain now was trying to put us into a contraption, changing our course. You understand? In our human history, they started changing our course. The course we are going, developing, trying to develop in our, had it been we were allowed to develop in our own value, it wouldn't be have been like this. We were deviated into a system that is not natural to ours. That is why you see all this Nsobuji everywhere. You understand? Now, a Pan-Igbo conference took place in December 1948 in Iguacha, which they call Port Harcourt, in what was then the colony and the protectorate of Nigeria, ruled by the British Empire. The Igbo State Union was established during the conference by Igbo elites and intellectuals to advance the interests of Igbos. Are you hearing? Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe assumed office as its first president. This Igbo Union. But you will see where they committed blunders. They started it genuinely in order to advance, to protect the interests of all Igbos, Igbo clans, Igbo groups, Igbo subgroups, Igbo clans. When we talk about that, include the Ejo, include the Efik, Ibibi, all. But here, okay, let me continue. The Igbo State Union made an effort to remain politically neutral at this time. That is where they started committing blunder. Are you hearing me? You know, I said this, that do you see the origin of when they talk about Igbo, we still, Igbo, Hanez and Igbo still remain stagnant till today. Why? Because the Igbo State Union made an effort to remain politically neutral at this time. How is it possible normally? How I say, but how could an organization remain politically neutral? Whereas it is formed to advance the interests of a people, a race, a nation, the Igbos. How is it possible? In a country that you see that others, you know, there are dominating factors, there are other people are struggling in order to dominate, in order to enter into the mainstream. Now, you yourself, you say, no, let us remove ourselves from being political. Do you see the origin of whenever any Igbo group or even any district anywhere in the world, when you talk about what is happening to us as a people, look at people in Lagos, what is that? They will tell you, they will hush you. Say, we don't want to enter politics. This is ignorance. Whenever, as an organization, you are already political because you are representing interests. You are representing different interest groups, different people, a race, a people. So I don't understand what our people call politics. Because with the organization, of the formation of organization, you're already political. That is where they committed the blunder. Now we don't, and still continuing till today. That's why in any Igbo group, even Omonna, you raise a, if you are there, you raise a, if you are meeting, you as an individual raising, look at what is happening to our people somewhere. How do we do? They'll tell you, no, we don't want to enter into politics. This thing started right from beginning. And it's a political myopism. I used to say it, our people are not matured politically. I am telling you honestly. We are not matured at all. We are not matured. You say, how can you form an organization that is meant to represent the interests of a race, and you say no, you are shying away from politics, saying we remain neutral. How can you remain neutral? How then can you, struggle to maintain the interests of your people? Tell me, if you are neutral. That's why Hanez and Igbo today, they are just the highest bid. Any place they go, any political party that gives them more money, they go. If they say no, we are neutral. How can you do that? How? Just tell me how. Now, let me start again. The Igbo State Union made an effort to remain politically neutral at this time. But how could an organization remain politically neutral, whereas it is formed to advance the interests of a people, a race, a nation, the Igbos, which is already political? Now, how? Whereas, listen, ndị ma ihe, people that sabi. In 1951, Chief Obafemi Awolowo transformed, I said it 2 days ago, Chief Obafemi Awolowo transformed a pan-Yoruba organization known as Egbe Omo Oduduwa into a national political party called Action Group. Are you seeing? Do you see people that are politically wise? They are tribal organization, like the so-called Igbo State Union. The Yoruba Awolowo transformed his own into national political party. You see, now do you see where our people are lagging behind? And that is affecting us till death. Till today. No, we don't want to. They will say it's for Igbo. They will say, I now swanya, and we become trampled upon all the time. I now swanya. It didn't start today. You understand? Whereas these people, they say, no, maintain political neutrality. Now, in 1951, Chief Obafemi Awolowo transformed his own pan-Yoruba organization known as Egbe Omo Oduduwa into a national political party called Action Group. Also in December 1951, a Pan-Fulani organization known as Jamiya Mutanem Arewa was transformed by Ahmad Bello and other Fulani political elites into a national political party known as Northern People's Congress. Do you see? Whereas our people no. Don't go. If you turn it now, they will say Igbo is domineering. Igbo is a long time. This inferiority complex. It's a long time. I am telling you. We should check. You know why we are voicing all these things out here without fear or favor? Because it's a bitter pill. So that we be able to understand the precursor of our problem, the origins of our problem, and we change. Because it's killing us. This mentality of fear factor, maintaining inferiority complex. Five Igbos, they will be speaking. Instead of speaking Igbo, because of one person that is a non-Igbo, they turn to English in order to accommodate that person. They don't think of their own face. That is self-preservation. Let me tell you, it is not a discrimination. It is self-preservation. If you don't allow self-preservation, you become the slave and you go into extinct. That is what is happening to us. Are you hearing me? Awolowo boldly transformed. They had their own pan-Yoruba group they call Egbe Omo Oduduwa. It's in Yoruba. Now he said, we turn it into call it Action Group of Nigeria, a national political party. Heaven didn't fall. Instead of our people to take the same bold step and form their own, they are maintaining now. Let us accommodate. If we do it now, some Hausa we say no, it's formed from Igbo Union Group. No, it's from Yoruba. They will not understand it. But you are seeing them forming their own through boldly. say, I don't know. Some people may say, no, that I'm not castigate our people too. No, we need to pinch ourselves for us to understand where our fault, for us to change and be bold. And be bold. We should not continue waiting. Do you see how anything that happens, The Fulani will gather others and come there, even by force. Say, no, now the Southerners are doing not like we will not send tomato to them, onions, this and the boldly on national television. Can you do that? This world, one is a survival of the fittest, though. It's a world where if you are weak, you become trampled. No person waits for you. That is what the image I want us to understand. That meant let's have it so that we become, we remove ourselves from this type of, organizational inferiority complex. I call it like that. You will see two Yoruba talking, speaking their Yoruba. They even if the four of you, two are Yoruba, two are other two are from different tribes. They are talking but they don't care whether you are dead. They don't care. They don't care what you tell them because they are protecting themselves, self-preserving themselves. Awolowo did it. Ahmad Bello did it. They don't care. They don't think about what others will think. If you start thinking of what others will think about us, you can't do nothing. You become slave. You become their slave. This is what happened. You see that? Instead of these people to transform this into boldly transform this Igbo State Union and transform it into a national party. Others did their own. They don't do. They start to no, we maintain political neutrality. No. Before they say, now we are domineering. Now we get this. Now why will we transform? But I know it's na no akụkụ ụzọ ndị ọzọ na-abawanye na-akpagbu ya na-ezu iko. Hey, na ha ga-asị these people they will say now they will say please let us stop this mentality. Mentality of they will say what they will talk about us. It depends on what they will talk about us, not what we will suffer in our actions. No, but no, if we do it, what they will talk about us, let us maintain neutrality. So, do you think it's normal? The answer is no. And also, in 1966, upon assuming office as head of state, General Agin Ironsi outlawed all political parties as well as ethnic, cultural, and social organizations. Consequently, in May 1966, the Igbo State Union was banned, while others escaped the ban. You understand? It was banned. Do you understand me? And there is no way as an Igbo man in order to do some, because we didn't transform it into a political party. Because had it been you transformed it into a political party, whereas all that everyone is banned. But once there is this thing, that issue, that politics that have been there, people will still research and come up. You understand? It was banned by Ironsi, still the same Ironsi. There is something one of our brothers said the other day. He kept me thinking. I am telling you. And it's correct. And I come to a conclusion that, look, there are two things that average Igbo man is still not, whether is still not mature to handle or to manage. Two things. Power and extreme wealth. I don't know whether Igbo man with power or game misbehave. I am telling you. He will misbehave. I don't know. Maybe I am thinking that my own view. I'm thinking that maybe it is our type of life, our value, because no Igbo man, according to our culture, no person holds absolute power. People that have passed through monarchy, feudalism, they know how to handle power. But we know our history. We are Republicans, so power does not lie on one person. So in this modern time that they are creating Igbo man to their taste, anything like power that enters Igbo man hand, which is not our value, because absolute power doesn't enter, is not put into the hands of one person according to our original value. Power belongs to the people. That is who we are. But now, once power enters into one person as an Igbo man, he runs basic because it is not natural to us. One person doesn't hold power. That is my own. No, I don't know. When lines open, you can call and give your view, please. I mean, this is very important. All this analysis, very, very important. I used to ask. I say, why? Now all these thoughts start entering into me. Say, no, it is because of the system, our own natural system. Power we don't. No person have absolute power in Igbo land, according to our traditional culture, according to our values, we always consult. You don't give order. No person gives order. So now, in this modern time, when Igbo man sees order, see that he can give order. Hey, nah. Or see otaka ihe wasi ato. And wealth too, because we should be all wealthy. The same thing. Instead of one person to be, the highest alhaji being the wealthiest, no, the wealth be distributed to the people. Because you don't, so in the Nigerian setting, if you are extremely wealthy, you have money, you can buy justice, you can buy anything you want. You can deal with another person as you want. But in our value, it's not like this. Because these things is what I'm saying, that Nigeria is they are using Nigeria to recreate us, get another type of human being in us that is not natural. It's very dangerous. It's very dangerous to our existence. And that's why I say, that's why, like that day, I think day before yesterday, one brother called, I think from UK, yes. He talked about this after I thought about that thing for long, after everything. I say, yes, this brother is right. Our people don't, with power, they cannot manage it. Imagine that it's an Igbo man that is like Dangote, the richest person in Africa. Imagine what he will be doing in Nigeria. Free state in the north or in the west. So that is a no, look at all these people that are Fulani serving Fulani servants. They make up for them. Look at them. Look at if they are going, whether I've not even noticed, I've not seen Dangote on social media going on motorcade. I've not seen him before. But you see all these people, all these our people, because of crops they are getting. Maybe they have one minute oil well that, hey, you see them. And now guy with motorcade. Look at all these other ones. Motorcade like anything. They make noise. And you start wondering, what is all this? Dangote, that is the richest person in Africa, doesn't make noise. You see that these people they have been accustomed, is their system. One person can be very rich and others are poor. It doesn't concern them. So they give people foods, feed them. It is their system. But our system, no, one person cannot be so powerful. And now Nigeria is creating in this time one powerful Igbo man. So he used it in order to humiliate others, to make noise and make sure that that respect, that he will force you to give him that loyalty, which we, in our natural character, we don't do. We don't bow down to somebody. But with money or power, they force you to bow down to them because it is not in our character. It is something that Nigeria is putting in us little by little. And we are accepting it. That is what I think why Igbo people are not good with absolute power. Honestly. Look at Aginyironsi. What of Azikiwe? The same thing. So we should be careful. I am telling you. Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. You look at the example in our people. Why? It's not because of any other thing, but because it is not in our system to have absolute power. The Igbo man does not have absolute power. People that have absolute power or accustomed to absolutism is a monarchy system or feudalism. Which Yoruba and Fulani or Hausa, they are all these. They have been engaged in all this system. It is their system. But this system they are trying to put us into, it's not our system. That is why we are mismanaging it. Whenever, look at Hope Uzodinma. He wants to clear everybody so that he remain on that seat. And he cannot do it because you cannot push every woman to bow down for you. We don't bow down to people. So that is what I think. When the lines are open, you can also contribute to your own, please. Because we need to be discussing all this. I suppose in a queer, because I don't know. Again, say nothing. He never see absolute power before. All of a sudden, absolute power enters him, and he started misbehaving. Look at Azikiwe. Even the power he has, just a drum, empty drum. But he is deceiving people that he have power. He have power. He didn't tell people the truth. Our people, we were believing that Nnamdi was the highest in Africa. It is deception. Because Britain is creating a type of people that we are not. So now here's the in order to maintain it. Normally, in Biafra land, no person has absolute power, should have absolute power. The people, power belongs to the people. That is why we are republicans. We are power republic. For the public. Power is for the people, not absolute power. That is why any person that any woman that is besieged with one type of power, because it is it's not our thing. The same way you can challenge, for example, you challenge an emir now or a person in the north. You, as an Igbo man, you question him, you stand up and question. It will shock him. He say, how dares ordinary person talk to me like this? Because for him, you have known as is their system. You should know your stand, your level. Before you talk to him, you even bow down. But when you see Igbo man challenging, authority, he said, but ordinary person. He said, but how these people, they are rebellious. I could remember one time I've been looking for that interview. Or with I think his name. Hey, what is the name of this former comedian? He asked him, "Is Sheikh Husani this Sheikh Husani that is writing?" You know what he said? The guy asked him, "How do I forget the name of this guy that interviewed him?" He said, "What do you think? What do you people, Hausa people? We call the whole tribes in the north as Hausa or Fulani, which is not. But let us put it like that." He asked the man, I watch it. He said, how do you regard us Igbos? He said, just talk your mind. Don't fear or anything. He said, no, I will. He said, we also we regard Igbos as rebellious. People that talk to authority anyhow, they don't recognize authority. Do you see that? We have conflicting values in Nigeria. They don't understand us, and we don't understand them. You see that? We have conflicting values. A Fulani man will surprise as maybe as Emir or as in a position of authority. An ordinary woman will start talking to him, saying no, you're saying him no. Whereas normally, in their own value, you don't even need to rise up to talk to him. Is Rankadede. You see that? That is now how they see, or they don't know that it is our system. So now they are trying to create Nigeria where feudalism, that their feudalism and monarchy is the order of the day. They will use small power, give to Igbo man. Now he will use it to be maltreating others. Whereas we, the Igbos, we will not allow, we don't agree, we don't accept absolutism. You see, but the Nigerian system will be helping that one Igbo man like Hope Uzodinma, giving him military to start killing everybody, so that to make sure to humiliate us, to bring us down to that feudal system that is functioning in the north. Are you seeing the problem we are having? They are recreating us. So, for your information, they are recreating us. So the system we have, when we exhibit it, our natural system, because there is no way you will run away from your natural system, your natural values. You cannot run away from it. It's just like as an Igbo man, they bring fufu and egusi na-eku ọkụ with anụ jiri ya n'ime. They bring you spoon and fork. Say, oh yeah, use fork. Others are using for other foreigners. You will not pretend. It's your natural thing. Where water, bring water, make I wash my which kind because if you use a spoon, you will not feel it. You will not savor it very well. You know? So you will not pretend. It doesn't matter in foreign land. Now you use a hand and say, now this is how we eat this thing. Not with you are spoiling it with a spoon and a fork. So it is natural. That what I'm trying to explain is it is something natural. Something natural, no matter what, sometimes it will just come up. That is why, when the Northerners they program somebody, an Igbo man, give him little power to deal with our people. And we too will say no, because it is our natural self. We cannot go, you want everybody to bow down. We say no. That's where the killing starts. So, what am I trying to say? They are trying to recreate us to something we are not. Do you see the problem we are having in Nigeria? Do you see it? We must continue. Remember, I'm talking about Ohanes and Igbo, please. Now, according to what I said before, how did we think that Igbo State Union, they remain politically neutral? Whereas Obafemi Awolowo used his own pan-Yoruba union and transformed it into political power. Now, after Aguiyi outlawed every political parties and social cultural organization, and in May 1966, Igbo State Union was banned, while others escaped the ban. Yes. Okay. After the 1966 anti-Igbo pogrom and the Nigeria Civil War, some prominent, that is in this era now, some prominent Igbo leaders felt the need to galvanize the displaced Igbo people into one umbrella body, which would serve as a protection, a unifying force for the common interests of the Igbo. Hundreds of those prominent Igbos were convened to unify Igbos under a new umbrella organization called the Igbo National Assembly. That is after the Civil War now. You understand? This organization was later banned by the Nigerian military dictatorship. Look, the original organization that meant well for our people. In this hour, after the war now, it was banned by the Nigerian military dictatorship from fears that the existence of the organization will promote Igbo separatism. It will galvanize us together in order to cater for ourselves. Now they ban it. Do you see one thing? Either the caliphate, the Nigerian government, they ban something, they ban it, just like IPOB. They know that IPOB meant good for our people. They banned it. You see it. Any old panel, Igbo organization that they leave, know that it's working with the Nigerian government. It's working with the caliphate. It's not working for the interests of our people. That is why you see Hanez and Igbo still today. I'm coming. Now, this organization was later banned by the Nigerian military dictatorship from fears that the existence of the organization will promote Igbo separatism. Do you see? What the Fulani fears most is our being together. That is why when you see Ikwere man say, no, I'm Ikwere, I'm not Igbo. They love it, they promote it. Oh, you are from Benin. It is them, it is the agents that are putting, oh, no, Ikwere is from Benin. They put all these confusions and separatism so that we will never come together as one people, because they fear us when we gather as one people. Do you see that? Are you seeing what the politics of Nigeria against us? Do you see that? Now, in 1976, the Igbo Forum undoubtedly formed. Sorry, in 1976, the Igbo Forum was undoubtedly formed, which latter was named in 1979 as Ohaneze Ndibo. You know, let me tell you how they work. That group, when you see that you form your own group for your own genuine interest as a people. When Nigeria look at it, they say they are afraid, they bandit. Now, after they use their agents to form their own, but you are seeing it as a Igbo. And when they banned it, now they renamed it in 1976. Igbo Forum was undoubtedly formed, which later was renamed in 1979 as Ohaneze Ndibo. They made sure to fake it, to corrupt it, and make you believe that, oh, it is for the Igbo interest. Do you see, that is the Ohaneze Ndibo you are seeing today. They have killed it, structured it their own way. Now bring out the fake. Just like what they want to do in IPOB. Listen, this is how they act. When you have the mindset of gathering together for the interest of a whole of us as a people, they are afraid. Now, either to destroy it, they try to destroy IPOB, no way. Now they rendition our leader. And now they thought that it will be destroyed. No way. Now they want to force another, compromise the leadership. Impose a type of leadership. They promoted it through Chinese television, through Nigerian military, through anyhow BBC. Oh, this man in Finland is the worst fear of Nigeria. You don't know that they are promoting him so that you will accept him as your leader. That is imposing their own type of leadership to you. I don't know whether this thing needs somebody with knowledge and understanding to understand what is highly sophisticated. You should be wise to understand what I'm saying. Nigerian government, once they see they cannot kill the group, the organization, they cannot corrupt the leader. They try to bribe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu into submission. No way. They try to, no way. Do you see Masob, how they, there is a way they do things, Nigeria. It's a government. Don't underestimate them. Don't underestimate them. With the direct backing of Britain. Because Britain wants Nigeria to continue. As you and I is suffering, as the population is suffering, it is to their benefit. Now, once they either try to bribe Masob, they arrested when they arrested Owazirike, who started genuinely for the purpose of Biafra liberation. Now, when they arrested him, they infiltrated criminality in their ranks. Let me just make this analogy using the Bible you are reading. When before Jesus Christ started his mission, according to the Bible story, we learn from everything. Listen. They said devil came to tempt him. All those things he's telling him to do. If you're a son of God, turn this stone to bread. Is temptation to corrupt him. According to the story, Jesus can do it. Are you listening? He can do it, but he said, no. If I do it, which means I have fallen to the biddings of this man, this devil. Which means anything I'm doing is corrupted. That is what Nigeria is doing. When they came to Owazirike. Now, once they took him out, they took the leader out, the person that dishes others. Now, they went and into the rank and file of Masob outside and infiltrated, activated. They gave them the proposition. Now I have a weapon. Now we have weapon waiting. You see that this thing might be just one agent in their midst that started it. Nigerian government, the politicians, their agents, they will near you. You think that it is your friends. They are advising you. Rather, you don't know that their advice is your death, to kill you and your movement. What they did to Asari Dokubo. You know this Tinubu, there is Tinubu that destroyed Asari Dokubo's movement. He believed when he was in jail, he said, this man, Tinubu came and visited him, hired lawyer for him, said, don't worry, I know what you are fighting for. You are fighting for a good cause. You know, they'll first of all praise you. Bring you, you don't know that they are agents of Nigerian government. No, no, no. I personally forget about all these politicians. Me, I'm not like them. They are, Nigeria. You need to fight for Yara. I understand you. Where are your family? Don't worry. No, no. Carry them, give them mansion to stay. Something they never experienced. Brought lawyers for him. Say, don't worry. And he will be giving him little advice, not knowing that that advice is to mellow him down to kill the movement. But for the person in problem, he think that he's giving him good advice. Now this man love me. No Nigerian politician love anybody. They will, they are just like gangrene. How Eruru. Once they enter into maggot, they enter, they chop you inside, and before you know, you become empty. That is it. Before you, the advice they will be giving you, no, do this, don't worry, it's a good movement. But you know what? Tune down this thing small. Tune down the way you do. Tell your people to tune down. Do this down. You don't know that they are killing the struggle little by little. For you, he's the best friend. Other politicians are criminals. But this one is giving me good advice. You don't know that they are all working together to bring everything down. Before you realize it, you have you don't worry, just go continue. Otherwise, your credibility is no more. So it's like that. And now, that is what happened to our brother, our big brother, who was Rick. They infiltrated the rank and file of Masob, and that old boy on a leader day inside. On a no get money to chop. You get gone. Use what you have to get what you want. On a days to on a bimumu. That man go there, they tell on a say more on a keep quiet, more on a become more on a deck on a bimumu. I beg, they do what they do. He himself is part of the fighting. You go and get money to kidnap and get money, rob bank and get money. Now to sponsor the struggle. That advice, very nice advice. Now true. All now struggle. Sponsor the struggle. Now they turn them engage in criminality. Once money enter, is finish. Once money become the object of everything, Igbo man, and Ebusi won't have for money. They are the people that we go to. They went to Wazirike inside jail. So, oh boy, look at what your people are doing. The people you left outside, none of them remain. No, they are now. I mean, they are this thing. Everything now is money. They are engaged in criminality, in kidnapping. They are making a hell of money. The other day, a kidnapped victim paid the millions of naira. They are now making a hell of money. They don't even care about you again. So the only thing you have to do is to negotiate. Take what we tell you. We are not, if you come out, we will help you in order we structure the type of Biafra, the way you are going to be agitating. They will not tell you to abandon immediately. Just like Asari Dokubo. He will come out and say, hey, yo. They have put you into a state of stupor, moribund. You'll be rolling around that cage. They cage you, rolling around that cage all the time. Now, Wazirika is sentenced into eternal anniversary. Every year, anniversary of Biafra. Everything is anniversary. The money will be there. They'll be giving. If there is anything, the election now, campaign. I think, now, what do you think? Support me now. You have boy. No more. They have killed your struggle. That is what they wanted to do. IPOB. Man, they don't know the type of people. I used to tell them, I say, the best thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did is gathering people, gathering Biafrans from all over the world, people that have traveled, that are in different places all over the world with different experiences. So it becomes very difficult for Nigerian government in order to do anything to penetrate IPOB. That's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say IPOB is impregnable. The people don't understand what he means. He's impregnable. That's why when you see people dishing out cheap propaganda, DAS was bribed. I say, ndị Igbo, ọ na-enwezikwere nke bụ uche biko. DOS, the whole continents of this world contain DOS members. Every Africa, Asia, Australia, Americas, all contains DOS. Who are you going to bribe? Or do you think DOS is one person? Oh, Chineke. So that is what is the pillar of this struggle. People don't understand it. That's why when I look at some people, I laugh. I see how hollow your mindset is. So DOS is bribe. If you go and bribe a DOS member in America, he is acting alone. Once he start talking rubbish in the DOS meeting, he will be abandoned. Even information will no more be reaching him. So your money, Allah, egoge Allah, nothing. It doesn't affect the struggle. As in a choir name, I beg, leave him. And then meeting without him. Yes, ya now one another do like one I know. One another do meeting again. Only few people are decided because no more information is coming. That is why this struggle. You don't know this struggle is like how do you call this? Is it octopus with many tentacles? Each one you cut off, others continue. Before you know, the other one will also regrow. So if you give billions of dollars to one person, he will be removed and sidelined. The others will continue doing. He will not even know what is happening again. He will start deceiving you. That is how this IPOB is structured. They call Hydra. An organism that, if you cut other, you grow, others will continue, other tentacles, other will continue. It doesn't even affect them. That is how IPOB is structured. Why Masob was able, they were able to bring Masob down was all of them based in the zoo. That is why I appeal to everybody, all and sundry, listening to me. Stop looking at yourself or whether you're in the diaspora or you're in the zoo as you are more important. I love what Mazi Okefori used to say. Ndi no n'ụlọ, ọ nọ n'ọrụ anyị. I want outside. I know for you people. We are here for you. You people are there for us. We are highly important to ourselves. Don't see that you know those in the diaspora are the most important, or those in the zoo is the most important. No, we are just like a body. We are a body. This one is important. All are important working together. You understand? So Masob was brought down because it was established. The foundation was in the zoo. Do you see the disadvantage? Now, in this IPOB is mostly based in abroad. We are in the zoo. We are everywhere. So there is no way. If you say you brought this side down, others will continue and doing what we are doing. So you see that your ass is ground, your ass is grass, nothing. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu look at this, he laugh. He say, "Yes, IPO. Before you cannot destroy IPOB. IPOB is more than even one person. If I used to say this, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come and start saying another thing, and now you see now, everything will come out. People will move on. It's a movement. Do you see how it is? That is how a movement should be. Not being based on one side or one person or what. No, this is a global movement for your information. Do you understand? So, what am I trying to say? Now, how Ohaneze Ndigbo I'm talking about today, please. I will rush it a bit. Okay. When the Ohaneze was banned, now the organization was later banned by the Nigerian military dictatorship. That was from fears that the existence of the organization will promote Igbo separatism. Okay. In 1976, the Igbo Forum was undoubtedly formed, which later was renamed in 1979 as Ohaneze Ndigbo, when Nigerian government has finally infiltrated it and taken charge of it. Now they renamed it Ohaneze Ndigbo from 1979 to today. Tell me what Ohaneze Ndigbo have achieved. For you to, they don't, no problem for Nigerian government, so they leave it. That is why, let me tell you, let me read this news headline for you to understand. Let me read this news headline to buttress what I'm saying. Now, do you know that my goodness me. Okay. There is some play. Okay. Now, for you to understand, look at Ohaneze condemns accidental bombing of Kaduna village. This is 4 hours, a news 4 hours ago. They show Iwanyanwu in a picture with his seat. You know the way they used to form Igbo Esendigbo na Lagos. Esendigbo na Kafanchan. That is how you it's in go to Google, you see it. It's a news. They condemn the bombing in Kaduna. Hey, Chinekele. Do you see how they fake all this? Do you see the same way, the same pattern the British removed our natural organic institutions in Igbo land and replaced them with their chieftaincy, with their warrant chiefs. And today we are celebrating them without knowing, ignorantly, celebrating sabotage. Oh, you use your hand, money, go and buy chieftaincy's title. Go and answer the video, Ezendibo na Los Angeles. Ezendibo na. You don't know that it is something that was established as anti-people by the British. That is what they are doing. That is what they did with Ohaneze Ndigbo against us. It's an anti-Igbo organization. That is why the Ohaneze condemn accidental bombing of Kaduna village. But have you seen them condemn the bombing, the burnings of houses of innocent people in Osu, in Olo, in different parts of Biafra land? Did you see them clamor for justice for those corpses that were recovered in Logba? Did you see them? Did you see them clamor for justice for people that were buried in shallow graves, in mass graves, in Anambra, in Imo, in many places in Biafra land? Do they talk about it? The answer is no. It tells you all you need to know. Instead, they go far away, Kaduna, and said, oh, no, because that is the way they are programmed. It is that fake. You are seeing them as Igbo people, but the same way. When Britain came to our land, they saw that power belongs to the people. No person. So there's no way they can control us. What they did is, all those in Zenozo, they killed them. The truthful real Zenozo in our land, they killed them. Now they install the saboteur, the criminals in our land, install them as chiefs. And they force us in order to bow down to them, in order to accept them as our leaders. That is the way they faked our Igbo Union right from time. Formed in the 1930s. Now they fake it, structure it, now fake it until they modelize it the way it will look good to Igbo people, as if they are our saviors. They are talking for us in the name of Ohaneze Ndigbo today. Do you see it? Anytime Ohaneze Ndigbo, any chieftain is making statement, it will first of all tell you that we believe in Nigeria. That is the first statement. We believe in Nigeria. We will be in Nigeria. That allegiance is what they are, trying to replay. That allegiance, to make sure that they are not seen as people that are not, subservient to the caliphate. So that's why anything that happens in the north, it concerns them more. But our people are being slaughtered in our land. They doesn't care. They don't care. It's not their problem. Do you now see Ohanes and Igbo? Do you now see, are you now seeing something about them? Are you now seeing something? You see. Now can I read this in a bit, just little? The Ohanes and Igbo worldwide has condemned the accidental bombing of the Nigerian army that claimed the lives of about 85 villagers and injured several others at Tudunbiri village in the Igabi local government area of Kaduna State. What about countless skeletons in Logba? 80 dead bodies with 20 beheaded, headless corpses. Do you hear them make a press release about it? Instead, they were telling Oti that, oh, look, you are trying to cause ethnic tension. They are meant to be using them to be subjugating Igbos into the Nigerian cage, into the caliphate cage. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So that we will not have, our destiny in our own hand. Listen to what Ahmad Bello said in 1960. It's what they are doing. The biddings they are doing. Listen to it. Listen.
This new nation called Nigeria shall be an extension of the estate of our great father, Usman Dan Fodio. We must ruthlessly prevent a change of government. We must use the people of the Middle Belt as willing tools and the people of South as conquered territory, and never let them rule over us. Never let them control their own future. Speech by Sir Ahmadu Bello on 12th October 1960.
How do you think that they are making through this threat by Ahmad Bello? How do you think? One of them is through Hanez Ndibo. To make sure, look at when our people were killed in Abulado, few years, I think 2020, gas bombed through vapor bomb. Many people were killed. Do you hear anything about it again? Is it not Ohaneze Ndibo, Ohaneze chieftain that came to Abulado? People that were crying. Our people that, lost their loved ones in that violent bomb attack. They started blaming them. So, man, on wait, they talk too much. In the man, I keep quiet. We will come to the foundation of this issue. Case closed. What is the foundation till today? Do they do anything? But they are here, sending message about people killed in Uganda by the military, by the Nigerian military. Whereas our people are bombed, our markets bombed, nothing. Nothing. What I'm telling you, for you to understand the crimes of Ohaneze, these infiltrators they brought in Igbo land in the name of Igbo leadership, Igbo cultural, social cultural organization. They are more dangerous than the Fulani themselves. Do you know that? They are more dangerous than the Fulani. Because they come as if they are our savior, but they are our main killers. Remember during the time of riots in the north, when they used to kill our people, they will kill our people and go give a color Hanese, give them money. They will be fighting, sharing as they are sharing money. They will be fighting. And they'll tell them, they will carry our people's dead body and buried it there in the north. So that the corpses will not be shipped to our land. Because if our people see it, it will bring a repercussion. You understand? And the Hanese will just accept and carry money and share. Because that is why they are formed. Do you think any group, Igbo group, Nigeria is not attacking? No, that is working for the interests of the caliphate. Know that. Since 1979 to today, Ohaneze is there. What running around? What have they achieved? Nothing. This is the catastrophic journey and the origin of Ohaneze Ndibo. which has been corrupted, faked, modeled, and structured to become a Fulani Caliphate tool in order to make sure to keep Igbos under check and never to rise up. This is why they are never troubled by the government, because they are doing the biddings of the Nigerian government against Igbo nation. Now listen, Ohaneze have never represented or stood for the Igbo. Rather, they always romance with evil politicians. Ohaneze was there and IPOB was proscribed as a terrorist group in Nigeria. What did they do? They are even the first people to with the Igbo politicians. Now proscribe all these people, They are always. They are the people to make sure to weaken you with statements. Now, what you are doing, look at our people have this thing in Ugwausa. Our people have establishments, have infrastructures in Ugwausa, businesses in the north. What this thing, they will make sure to kill your morale so that you continue being a slave. Is it not what we are suffering? Is it not what they are doing? Is it not what they are doing? Look at the latest attack I read here on Governor Oti, who is doing good job. That's supposed to even close log as a crime scene, according to our HDOS. But it is still the same Igbo group that came up and started saying, attacking the governor. For you to understand what we are suffering, that what we are suffering is in us. They put people that we respect, we thought that they are representing us, not knowing that they are killing us. You understand? They are the people that are killing us. Ohaneze, they have never represented us. And we never. Ohaneze was the IPOB was proscribed as a terrorist group in Nigeria. We have Ohaneze and Nigeria Army launched different versions of Operation Python Dance, where Igbo youths were slaughtered and houses burnt down. What did they do? Nothing. He said they will come and start blaming us. We have Ohaneze and Igbo. Why Olu youths were massacred like fowls by the present Imo governor? Ohaneze. Hope Uzodimma. And he's still doing it. We have Ohaneze. Is it not Ohaneze that first of all, accepted the Supreme Court governor? It's them that came immediately, and said that yes, everybody should support Hope Uzodimma. And the one they're making Hedion for him not to be political leper. This is the enemy within is more dangerous. These are enemies within. These are chameleons within that are sucking us dry, killing us. And we are calling people outside. Ohaneze and Igbo supported the installation of the Supreme Court governor of Imo State. We have Ohaneze and Igbo. And Asari Dokubo openly threatened the entire Igbo while brandishing AK-47 assault rifles on the social media in a viral video. Yet no arrest was made, neither anything practically done by Ohaneze and Igbo to challenge the humiliating act. Asari Dokubo opened up on air. He said, kill Igbo, kill every Igbo man. Hey, Chineke. Do you remember when the chairman of Ohaneze, the then chairman, Nnamdi, he went to congratulate Nyesom Wike for massacring Igbo youths. Wike Kaigeso, have you forgotten? Have you forgotten? Now, why should we allow these people to continue treating us like slaves, making us to go down? Oh, Chinek, why? Why? These are the enemies within. They are more dangerous and deadly than enemies without. For your information, Asari Dokubo came and threatened a whole race, Ntibo, and the people that call their name that they are representing the whole Igbo, they are there watching. Instead, they put the lip. Nah, leave him. That man is just like, can you ever do this kind of thing? Somebody come out to brandish saying we killed the whole Europe. Can ever somebody do it? And that day you see Nigeria, Munoko, or the Hausa people, or the Fulani. But we have people now that that always put us down. If the people want to rise up, their job is to make sure mellow us down. You understand? So that we don't act. And they will tell us, don't worry, don't worry, we understand your feeling. We are going to carry it out. Don't worry, we are going to do this. So that you now believe them that they are going to do something within few days, weeks, everything. That anger will come out in you. You become powerless. The same function of church pastors on the people. They mellow people down so that people don't rise up against the government. They give them fake hope that they have power. That is the role of Ohaneze in our people also. Anything that happens, they go there, they dispatch their one of them or some of them to go and make statement. Don't worry, is it not the one you say, don't worry, I'm going to establish hotline so that you come. if you have any emergency about the demolition of a call. Na ndị mmadụ igwu nwanne ya wayo ọwụ na ọma ihe igwuo nwanne gị wayo ịmata na ihe. No, we are going to build in 2035. We are going to build the market in parts of Igbo land. All this, all these are, nkasi obi ndị nọ n'ahụhụ. Something they will use in mellowing our mind down so that at least for that moment, so that our people will not pour out their anger on the street to start doing something. They'll distract them, go and bring them down, bring them down, bring them down, give them fake hope so that you will do something. Okay. Okwu abalị asatọ. Nke a ga. Now everybody to your tent. Call the Ohaneze now. Will you see him again? These are dangerous agents in our midst. I am telling you, these are dangerous agents. You see the crime. What happened? How do you think that they are representing our interests and we are going down as a people? How? We are being slaughtered. Our police can kill an Igbo man with reckless abandon. Nothing. No person cares for you. The military can come and burn anywhere, no problem. But Ohaneze and Igbo is the one soliciting for the bombing, the mistake bombing, so-called, of the military, by the military, of Kaduna in Far North. Whereas what is happening in Imo State, they condone it. What is happening in the whole of Biafra land, they condone it, they allow it. Don't you see that there is something terribly wrong? Don't you see that? Let me continue. Now, as I said, Ohaneze Ndigbo supported the installation of Supreme Court Governor of Imo State. Yes, we have Ohaneze Ndigbo and Asari Dokubo openly threatened the entire Igbo race, or entire Ndigbo, while brandishing AK-47 assault rifles on the social media in a viral video. Yet no arrest was made, neither anything practically done by Ohaneze Ndigbo to challenge the humiliating act. Instead, Asari Dokubo was rewarded by receiving contracts of bringing killers to massacre our people, and also allowed to steal crude oil from our mama, Izombe, etc. in our land, in collaboration with politicians, with Ohaneze Ndigbo. They don't care, but they are representing us. And we have Ohaneze Ndigbo, why Fulani killer headsmen rape, men and kill our mothers, sisters and daughters in our farmland. Even reverend fathers were killed in dozens. We cried and lamented and nothing was done. Instead, Nnamdi swore to protect these Fulani terrorists with his own life. Ohaneze Ndigbo also traveled to Iguacha to commend and support, Igbo killers. Nyesom who is an Igbo massacre, for massacring Igbo youths in Obibo. Have you forgotten? You have 15 minutes now. Maybe you have forgotten. But we don't. IPOB, we don't forget. It is only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that took up the challenge and formed ESN, while Ohaneze Ndigbo rose to support the formation of anti-Igbo force by Devo Mahi and other Igbo politicians known as Ebubago in order to fight ESN. Fighting, well, we cry. Have you forgotten how we have been crying every day? The news I'm reading here on Radio Biafra is how Fulani headsmen kill our people in their farms. They scattered, they dismembered our people. Very gruesome news. Always. We cry to the governors, to Ohanese to do something. They say no, they believe in Nigeria police. They believe they work with Nigerian police, that they are all Nigerians. No wahala. Have you forgotten one time that some people, some Fulani headsmen, we are seen with guns, AK-47. Each one carry 2 guns in mobile, in bike, in a community in Anambra, and they follow those people, and after they understand that they are Fulani headsmen, they called a meeting. They reported the thing to Nnamdi. Nnamdi, when they are called meeting with the State Commissioner of Police, with together with the Mietiala chief representative there. And when they came there for the meeting within Nnamdi, he explained what happened. That why should the Fulani be allowed? They saw 2 Fulani carrying each two AK-47 rifles. That is not normal. Do you know what? The Fulani chieftain there, the Mietiala, he rose up. He said, "Oh, so this is what you're calling the the Anambra Commissioner of Police was there, or his representative was there in the meeting." The man rose up. The Fulani man rose up. Say, "Oh, is that why you are calling me? Why shouldn't they carry gun? They'll carry gun. They do your worst. Stand up." He stood up on them and went away. I read that news several times here at that time. Have you forgotten? And they become, just usual. Nothing. So, for how long do you think that we continue living this type of life? People under occupation. For how long? We see people under occupation, what they do, what they usually do. But we are cold like a river. Like water. We are cold like, what a kind of people are these? So you want us to stay like this forever? After passing through this slavery and subjugation, we pass it to our next generation. Our children will pass it to worse. It continue being worse. People under annihilation. Is that what you want? The answer is no. We have to, I said the other day, we have to take our destiny in our own hands. Which Ahmad Bello said that they should not allow us. How do you think that they are not allowing us? By using also Hanez and Dibu, our own people, placing them on top of us in order to make sure that we don't rise up. But lo and behold, we will. Are you hearing me? It is under the watch of Ohanese and Igbo that different Igbo communities were divided and separated into piecemeals and joined to different states as Benue, Kogi, and made to be known as Northerners. Whereas we are artificially confined into fewer states known as Igbo states. When you talk about Igbo, they tell you 5 states with the highest, they put Delta and the River State. Highest. You don't know that we have Igbo everywhere as indigenous people. Everywhere. They made sure to thwart us. It's true, Hannes and Igbo, they are there. They abandon our kids and kin in Benue. Now they are called Norse. They are being slaughtered all every time, kidnapped. No person speaks for them. No person. Hannes and Igbo is there doing like these people need annihilation. I'm telling you, which we in this generation should not be here and continue accepting this. They need treatment. I'm telling you, they need treatment. And that is what we shall do. The crimes of Ohanese and Igbo is too many to mention. This is why we should disregard this group, because it is only there to keep us down in Nigeria as slaves. We must rise up to take our destiny in our own hands. Otherwise, we perish. This is where I'm going to stop. Ohanese and Igbo is there as the main internal enemy. We must rise up in order to challenge them. They have committed enough crimes, thinking that we will continue being like this forever. No, we say no. We say no. Look at how dare them, Ohanese. They release condemning accidental bombing of Kaduna village. Whereas we are suffering the same thing in our land. They bomb us every time in our land. You don't hear them. You don't hear them do anything. Our lives don't matter. Look at as our lives don't matter for them, we must consider our lives. I am telling you. Otherwise, we become a lost race, a lost, annihilated race. But this crop of Biafrans, this time, we are not going to allow it. This is where I'm going to stop. I'm going to go into a few minutes break so that when I come back, I will open the lines so that people will start talking, will start calling in. Although I have another schedule anyway, but people will start calling in. Please do not go away. I'll be right back.
Out, except we will go our different ways. That is the only way. We are going into destruction day by day, and nothing will bring us out except we will go our different ways. That is the only way we will, advance as a people. But if you tell me as a Nigerian or as a pastor or as a congregation, we are still praying for the well-being of Nigeria, you are still hoping, you are still dreaming of a better Nigeria, you are daydreaming. So there's no better Nigeria. Nothing is coming out of it. So the best thing for us as a people, we are not compatible. We are not the same people, both in religion, both in tradition, both in culture, both in behavior, economically, we are not the same. So the best thing for us to all go as a separate way. Go our separate way to enhance our individual destiny. What can an individual Nigerians do to achieve this separation? Yes, there are people. Let me tell you, IPOB, they have done a lot. When IPOB as a separate group, they are telling you they want their own separate country. Sorry, you mentioned IPOB. Yes. A video is flying on the internet where the IPOB, the crime they are perpetuating. Some of them, the stolen car, the kidnapping, the killing, the shallow grave. They are stealing cars and, like dismantle the car. Yes. Are those people IPOB members? Let me tell you, Nigeria is a lawless country. Anybody who is perpetrating evil or perpetrating crime and ascribing it to IPOB is a sick man. The person is sick on the head. IPOB is a sectional group internationally. Everybody, the world knows these people are freedom fighters. So let me tell you something. People have been able to key into this ideology. And when you see them going about their enhancement, you don't begin to tell them that they are criminals. Such people who has been able to hijack it. Let me tell you something. There is state-sponsored terrorism going on in Southeast. The state itself are the ones sponsoring the terrorism in the state, going about killing individuals, killing occupants, burning their houses, destroying their properties. So when you go to Imo State, what you are seeing there is state-sponsored terrorism, where the states who we have voted in or who came through the back door are now going about killing people who they swore to protect their lives and their property. IPOB members. These people are not IPOB members. Let me tell you something. How do you differentiate? You will not, because we are totally locked down in a lawless country, whereby the man in the heads of affairs has been able to forge his own certificate in order to occupy the position. What do you think the remnants will be? What do you think the citizens will be? The first man who is the president of the country is a criminal. He is impersonating. You understand? The result he did. Well, that was the candidate. Let me tell you something. Yeah, Nigeria, we are not talking about candidates now. That was the man you voted for. A lot of Nigerians voted for him, yes, without knowing that he is a deception, yes, that he is evil.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi, Jonathan Chinedu from Alu province of Biafra land. We are here live and direct. Today is the 7th day of December 2023. Tata Bo Obochi Orie. Therefore, as I said, please, if you cannot be here, if you don't have FM in Biafra land, if there is no IPOB, I mean FM 102.3, if it's having problem in the part of Biafra land you are, you can buy a free-to-air decoder because we are on satellite, please. Very important, because this message must reach every nook and cranny of Biafra land. Our lines are now opened. Our direct line, as usual, is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I have callers already lining up, although I will not take much calls today, please. Caller, please, when you call, make it as brief as you could. Caller on Signal, you are the first caller. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
Yes, Mazi, good evening. Yeah.
Mazi, Nkwachimezie, I presume.
Yes, I see that.
There we welcome to the program. It's been a long time.
Yes, good evening, great Biafrans all over the world. My name remains Mazi Kwachimezia Wisdom. Mazi Kwachimezia Wisdom is from my province, part of Biafra land. Mazi, what you're saying, the sins of Ohaleze Ndi Igbo is many. Their sins are many. Mazi, remember in 2015 when IPOB were protesting, even in Aba, they kill us in Aba, they kill us in Anambra. This was Harris but they didn't condemn it. In 2018, during Donald Trump rally, Nigeria army, they shot at us at artillery in Iguacha. The Ohalese that they killed less than 20 people. Ohalese didn't condemn it. In 2017, Nigeria military went to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's house, killed many people, both the people they take to the bush, youth, they killed in the bush. What they killed in that Operation Python dance is not less than 100 or 200 people. Both the ones in the bush, the one that we are recorded is just 28 that they killed in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's compound. But what they killed in the bush are numerous. Alezendi didn't condemn it. Mazi, what about this one that is happening in Lagos recently, of last week or thereabout, that Lagos government are demolishing the houses of Igbos, or Alezendi never utter a word. They kept quiet. Now, what happened in the north? They are speaking, condemning the bombing in Kaduna. So, Mazi, to me, Ohaleze Ndigbo are representing the Fulanis. They are not representing we Biafrans. They are not representing Igbos. These people, to me, they need to be scribed. They need to be wiped out. In fact, that name Ohaleze Ndigbo, as Mazi, they don't said it. We really appreciate our HDOS because of that broadcast. Everybody, we are all happy about the broadcast. Ohaleze Ndigbo need to be scribed. We need to remove. We need to, wipe all of them out. That name should be changed because the sins of Ohaleze Ndigbo are numerous. Ohaleze Ndigbo are the reason why we don't have seaport in the southeast. Ohaleze Ndigbo is the reason why we don't have international airport in the southeast. If they discount what I'm saying, why is that they never come out boldly and ask Nigeria government, why is that in our land we don't have seaport? Why we don't have international airport? So whatever thing that are going on in Igbo land is the cause of Ohaleze Ndigbo. They are the worst that are causing all the evil that is going on in that blessed land of Biafra. So to me, the sins of Ohaleze Ndigbo is many. They need to be wiped out. Thank you, Mazi. Let me allow others to talk. We hope to restore Biafra, whether they like it or not. Biafra must be restored.
Of course.
And Mazi and Kanu must be released. Thank you very much, sir.
Mazi. Thank you very much. Thank you. Caller on calls are coming from direct line, but they stop calling. I don't know why. I have caller waiting on WhatsApp, but I want to pick a call on direct line, but they stop. I don't know. If somebody is talking, they start calling. Very absurd. I don't want to pick any of them and keep them waiting. Okay, let me see. Caller on direct line. Mazi Ugo, can you hear me? Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Mazi Ugo. Ndewo, welcome to the program. Go on, please. Go on, please.
Mazi, it is to every generation why we are dying a slave is because the and the Nigerian leaders that is saying they love themselves are a deceiver. We love ourselves so much. The foundation of is from so-called evil leaders we have in our land. Nigerian state, stayed by their great-grandfather, as you just played that, they don't want peace in our land. And that is the reason why they don't want us to choose our leaders. Once any good, reasonable Igbo man came up to contest for any position, they will make sure that he will not succeed. You find it out, you notice this, it is clear. When it comes to the case of P2B, you see what happens. Then, look at what Ohaneses are doing. They are all agents. These people are working for the
Mazi, I don't know your number. Just, I don't know. Okay. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me, please? Caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
Mazi, Chinedu, I'm hearing you.
There, Mazi. Go on, please.
Good evening, sir. Well done. We certainly appreciate all your fine work. Yeah. Honestly, your submission this night, you see, the truth is that there is nothing like these Iran boys. They are Iran boys, I call them. All these Tohanese. There is nothing like these people that have soiled their hands into one corruption or the other. Hence, they do not have such freedom to speak for their people, even for themselves, because they are already entangled. Yes, how they go corrupted. Hence, they serve the interests of those who really recruited them into whatever office they are occupying. Honestly, these people in the north, there are so many Igbo persons that are dead, Biafrans. These houses have burned their properties. Ohaneze is not speaking for them. They are just abandoned. If you keep listening the activities of this Ohaneze, but there are statements you made. Unless something is done and quickly, these Fulanis will keep recruiting such men to devastate our place. But something needs to be done, and drastically. But Mazi, there are these questions, please, I want to ask, if I am permitted to ask.
Go on, Mazi.
You know, in your submission, you tell us of the DOS and how these people who goes to sell this concocted lie that they have been bribed, they have sold IPOB, they sold Mazi and the Kanu, whereas these are the people that these agents are using in order to corrupt what is being done, just like the useless was wicked. But the question I want to ask is this, please. How much will you be given in order to betray Biafrans? Betray Biafrans and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Mazi, what we are doing is not quantifiable or valued in money. You know, that's why I used to say if you are on a hardcore IPOB, genuinely, you are sent. There, nothing, no amount of money can make you to be
No
free.
amount of money. That is all the simple truth. There is no amount of money. Do you know why? If you remember people that has fallen out of this track, there are a lot of them that has fallen. And these people allow themselves, because they don't know where we are going, they allow themselves to be bought over. If you could remember, where is Ibaritiman Mazi? He is gone. What of Omiomio? And even the most recent one, where is Mefo? And all of them. These are people that are not meant for this race. Never should we allow ourselves. In fact, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say that we should be whiter than white, whiter than snow, incorruptible. Nigeria has everything it takes to corrupt one, but it is to those who submit to such corruption. So when we see you, in fact, I so much appreciate what you are doing. Keep the light burning. It will not be too much time. Everything will just take their normal shape. If not for this organization, this IPOB, if not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, my brother, Igbo race is gone. But thanks to Okike, who raised up a man at this particular time to redeem this generation of Igbos. The culture is bastardized. They don't know their left and right. Nothing. And you see somebody is saying of Ohaneze. What is Ohaneze? It's Ohaneze Ndi Igbo in existence, where the property of their own brother in Lagos, in different corners of this Nigeria, concocted country, are being destroyed, no question. These are not that these people forcefully take these things and occupy them. They are legally having these places. They bought it. And everybody turns the other way around. And this evil is taking place. How long can we continue in this evil?
There we go.
May okay keep blessing you. That is my submission. The truth is that no amount of money should buy one who is dedicated for this cause.
Of course.
Because it is a cause, a justified cause for self-existence. Because these people does not want us to keep living. But we will not fold our hands so that these people will come and overwhelm us. We must have to fight to the last man standing.
On direct line, please. Thank you very much. Thank you. You made your point.
Take care. Thank you.
Caller on direct line, please. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir. There, Jonathan and Biafrans all over the world. You can see Ahmad Bello, his decision and order to Fulani, using the middle belt as winning tools and the south as conquered territory. And I understand why people not seeing it. Emma, Jonathan, this is your two. It's your that the worst wickedness dead in Nnamdi Kanu. But 15 today, that you shake it, bro. What do you we are here. Jonathan, no one wants to see. Happy. All this stuff, all this plan, all this decision of this our leaders to make sure that we die and the war take our land. Heaven and earth to bear witness. None of them will get. First, and then they just take it. Go Operation Golden Tree. And that's what he was an you. Emma said, every people and Bob 15, so people are dead. But you see that operation goes in. They come. Operation get it. They come. Terrorists. They come. Unless you tell them, I come on. I they come back. Up to Talamba. So then you cut the Talamba. Come now. But then Jonathan. And then boy, on the YouTube. All the politicians were there for more. No, 15. If any of you don't know more, but don't have more. You take this land, Biafra. Don't answer the covert pipeline security. They get the what? Don't be our cars to get the what you put up. Everyone knows to do. First, take the there. You should be rebellious to God. You get the power. If you know anywhere you know, you can't hear. First, the Supreme Court with the weapons. Wonderful. That time. Okay, but let's have 15. I have a thing about the government and the God. I have that right.
There will. We must continue. Caller on, let me see. Mazi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Jonathan.
There will. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Jonathan. As always, I greet my leader and our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the man who set up this platform to expose so many evil that was hidden under the roof of heaven. I greet him. Yes, today you are talking about Ohanese Indigo. I've been saying it time without number on this platform. That ihe na-akpọ Ohanese, Ọha na Eze n'asụsụ Igbo. Ihe ọha na eze bụ ihe jọrọ njọ. Ị bịa na village, asị na na-eze kwe nwa mmadụ a na-eze ya eze. Ma ọ nwoke ma ọ nwaanyị. Gị ma na onye ahụ wuo onye ọjọọ, na onye ahụ wuo onye osi, na onye ahụ onye na-agwọ nsị, na onye na-eme ihe ọjọọ dị iche iche a na-eze ya eze. And that is why eji kpọọ ndị ahụ ọha na eze, which means na ndị wepụtara aha ahụ mara ihe ha bụ n'uche wepụta ọha na eze, kpọọ ya ọha na eze, and ihe ha kpọrọ ya ka ọ na-arụ. Ọ dị ka mgbe our leader Nnamdi Kanu kọwara ihe gbasara n'ịga area Nigeria, ihe o mere just the same thing. There's no difference in between two of them. It's the same. So I want to start from Emmanuel Iwanyanwu. Emmanuel Iwanyanwu was a criminal from the beginning, during and after the war. Emmanuel Iwanyanwu. During the time of During the time of Otokot, Emmanuel Iwanyanwu was appeared after the war. Then, all this while, after they installed the evil governor, we call Hope Uzodimma in Imo State, Emmanuel Iwanyanwu was involved inside, because that time he was not open like this as he is today. It was George Obiozor then. Emmanuel Iwanyanwu was fully involved to install a criminal in the name of Hope Uzodimma in Imo State. And what Hope Uzodimma is doing in Imo State is just exactly what British want him to do. Everything that you have to Igbo race today is made by British. Handing over to Fulanis. to follow to destroy Igbo race. During the slave era, when the British came to Nigeria, they installed warrant chiefs, criminals, as leaders in Igbo land. And they tried to kill all the genuine elected Igbo people there. The same thing Opus Odima is doing. You know, like last year, after last year, Opus Odima started to kill so many chiefs in Imo State. And if you go through those people that was killed in Imo State, all these Indians are able. And these two Opus Odima have been ready to kill them so that we have chance to install a criminal around him, which he has been doing up till now. This to tell you what Nigeria means to an evil man. Look at this evil man, Emmanuel Iwanyamu. Every contract to build road in eastern state, Emmanuel Iwanyamu will stay in Abuja and he will collect the contract. And the Fulani will give him the contract. In the dry season, like this, like now this December is around, they will carry caterpillar and come and line on the express road that they are going to build a road. And they do a trip of sand and some trip of gravel and red mud. They will be market time until when the rain come, they come and carry their caterpillar and go. And they share their money. Emmanuel Iwanyamu, you will live one day and you will die. K.O. Mbadiwe is a criminal. He's the same Imo State. During the time of Azikiwe, K.O. Mbadiwe, Agadawa Chirosa, is one of them. He has left. Emmanuel Iwanyamu, you will live one day. You are giving history about Awolowo. Instead of talking about what is happening to your people in Lagos, you are giving history about you and Awolowo. How Awolowo will pray for you. After praying for you, what will happen? Have you become a president of Nigeria? Have you seen how wicked some evil people have become? Each time my happiness is that Nnamdi Kanu have come at a time like this. And this radio is what made to expose as many things as possible. Because without this radio, there is no way people will hear the history of what has happened to Igbos in Nigeria. There's no way you can hear it without Radio Biafra. Anything you say in the Radio Nigeria to say something that is important, they will cut you off. They will not allow you to say the truth. Because Nigeria is made by Satan in a human form. Our leader have done so much on this radio that it is made for people who have sense to come on this radio and speak the truth and defend the truth. Because the Bible says, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. In Nigeria, there's nothing like the truth. Those who say they are men of God are all criminals. I don't know how many of them are genuine. I don't know. Look at the Adiboye. Look at the Kumu. Look at all these criminals in Yorubala. They are bulldozing Igbo people shops and houses. None of them is coming out to speak or to speak to defend their members in the church. But every Sunday, Igbo people will go to church and pay tithe and offering. So these criminals, they use it and buy jets, private jet and all of that. I'm sorry for Igbo people we have today who cannot do this. Kanu, your enemy take you to heaven. If I thought there's a heaven. All those people you are saying, you are thinking that they are men of God in Nigeria. They are working hand in hand with politicians to enslave their members. They are paying them from time to time, sending alerts to their account so that they will hold their member hostage in the name of going to heaven. Nigeria is made for evil people. Nigeria will remain evil forever and forever. Thank you, Jonathan. As always, to go to Kabiama, be the strength of those.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you. I have callers. Mazi Ugo. I didn't know what happened. Can you hear me? Can you still hear me? Yeah, I'm in direct line. There, well, go on, please.
Mazi, it's clear that the reason why we are suffering is because we don't have genuine leaders that was elected or voted by the people. What we have is a planted leader. And for that reason, I call them rulers, because their command is the wish of their so-called slave masters, instead of their command to be the wish of their people. You see the reason why we don't have leaders. So we have found out this, and that is the reason why we are using our tongue to count our teeth when it comes to the evil rulers in our land who call themselves leaders. From the Ohanese, the evil old people that are supposed to be doing the right thing in the land, so they're supposed to be saying the truth. They continue to commit evil while the eyes of God is watching them, just like the last fella said. The only thing that is bigger than every one of you in this life is that life you have. It's not sold in market. You can't buy it anywhere. That is the reason why we are telling all of you to do the right thing. But as you are not, you refuse to do the right thing. Now, that is about the page of these people. Let me tell you this. I have one of very good of my friends in Lagos. Called me. He said, "Do you know that the reason why your brother, your leader, is still in detention is because of your so-called leaders? Them they hold up. No be Turubu. No be our people. If they hear me, I tell us, hear you. He said, now them they hold that man. That innocent man who God sent from the land. Then they hold up. If we do not do them anything, they will continue to deal with you now. And then I said, I don't hear. And then I tell it now in the talk. So the reason why I'm saying this is because if you are a leader in so-called zoo, not to tell you that you are not a leader. What you are is a ruler. I continue to say, go and check the activities of rulers past before this time, before this generation. They are the people that force their generation. They are the people that they're supposed to protect. They force them, they enslave them, they make them to cry. And that brought the anger of the Creator, the Almighty God, or all the so-called leaders. And it's going to happen to you. Physically, this generation, I get money. Your children, if you enjoying a very good life. There is nothing like apology. Continue to walk on the ground to kill him. But we're telling all of you, just as you said, the Mazi, will bless this honest man that was sent to our land. And that is exactly the sign and the gift of God. That is very clear. That is the reason why IPOB is not in only one country. It's not in the zoo. It's located every different part of the world. You can never stop us. If you don't do the right thing, time will come and they wish soon. We are telling all of you this for you to repent, and you don't want to repent. You people are Christians. You continue to join hands with the enemies who claim that nothing concern them. Let me tell you this. There are some people that is enforcing that hatred to go on. Ask yourself, why is it that if you want to make a choice as a leader, they will protect them, they will make sure that you do not succeed. If you say Igbo doesn't love, why can't you allow them to go out and vote for their own? I took our vote to give to Foya to the vote to put anyone abroad our leader. It took fear away to be clear, that we don't love ourselves. God and I go punish all of us now. If you don't do the right thing, let us continue. Let us see what this generation is going to do. We are telling our people to release Nnamdi Kanu. Release Nnamdi Kanu. He didn't do anything to you people. Rather, he told you the truth. He continued to tell you the truth. You kill his parents and you continue to kill some of us. And you want us to go and remain silent. You are dreaming. Mazi, thank you so much.
There were Mazi. Thank you very much. Mazi, you go. There were. Welcome to the program. Mazi, you go. UK. Can you hear me?
You can hear Mazi. Good evening from here.
There were Mazi. Thank you for holding on for 15 minutes.
Thank you very much, my big brother. We hold on. As much as it's something to do with us, this is where we convene every night and then worship Chukwu Kabiyama and then listen to the gospel. The gospel that's going to set us free. And I thank Chukwu Kabiyama for the life of Onyendu today. As a Mendebu, we had to continue to protect him. We continue to protect the DOS, HODOS, all the principal officers, and IPOB at large. Mazi Udodrege, this is your brother, we'll call you from UK. Mazi, I want to explain a lot of things to our people so that they can understand. Yes, some things our people don't understand, but I do. First of all, Britain. You see, I've told our people the only good thing that comes out from Emmanuel Ewanya's mouth. The only one thing I heard from all those jamboree he was saying there, from that interview, that press conference he called, the only one thing I picked is when he told the world that they lie against us, they conspire against us, they plot coup, and they said it's Igbo coup. If I'm right, Mazi, I think that is what he said. Is it coup or the?
Yes.
He said something about it. Yes, that is the only one thing that is the truth. You know why? Our people should understand that before Onyendu and IPOB came, you remember that it's all about Igbo coup everywhere. Igbo coup, BBC, Igbo coup everywhere, Igbo coup. But when Onyendu came up, Bohasha the story, the history. You now hear them. I keep watching these people. I'm good to watch them. You want you can hear now is young military boys from all over the country, who trying to, make the country be good, blah blah blah. They're all over the place, from the not only from the east, from the west, from the north, they now start calling all the military men that is not from the east. But before IPOB Abia, before Onyendu came out, is it what we are hearing, Mazi? Is it not Igbo coup? It's Igbo coup everywhere. Igbo coup. Then Mazi come and tell them the history. Then I start getting it. But let me tell our people something. If you live in any part of this world, in a country, if you're living at least more than 10 years, you should be able to understand how those people roll. You see, Britain plotted that coup. Don't forget that even this T.Y. Danjuma trained here in Britain in Sandhurst, where they call Sandhurst. They trained them. Britain trained all these military men you see, both Obasanjo, even our lady Mogojuku, go to Sandhurst here. Britain trained them. They know who they want to use to accomplish their mission. They know what we have in our land. But you see, what they are running, Britain was running to what they are trying to run away from is the genocide they commit. They don't want to commit it by themselves. That is why they use Nigeria. So that they knew that any country they tag that committed genocide is not good in their record. That is why they are running. Everybody is running so that they won't tag you that your country committed genocide. You see, they plot the coup, they execute the coup, and they say this Igbo coup. Now, we now drive it to them, tell them that it's not Igbo coup. The man that they still plot the Igbo coup, where did he come from? Opanam. When they want to kill our people, Opanam, my brother, We never deny them. But when they want to get something from that place, they will say they are not Igbo. You see, these are the things that make me sometimes ask my brothers, is our people really understand the preaching of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu this why? But anytime they want to kill us, we are all Igbo. These people call Jonathan Igbo. Go and listen to Farouk Adamu conversation. What did they call Jonathan? Igbo. Before them divide this country, we make sure we remove power from Igbo. From Igbo, they know you more than you know yourself. That's why I'm asking our people. Do we really all these things we have been Mazi have been preaching here, even Mazi, do we understand even this program this night? Do we really understand something from it? Mazi, I think we need to start asking questions. What do we understand from all these things? Because I tell our people that, you see, Britain knew. Look at the people that was championing for the right of Ndigo after the war. The military removed them. Anybody that you see, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told you that it's 3 places for any freedom fighter. Genuine freedom fighter. Either you are in cell, you are in grave, or you are in exile. There is no way a freedom fighter will be at peace. Will be at peace with his slave master. It can never happen. That is why you see Wazirike today. Tomorrow you will see Shetima in his house. The next day you will see him in Shetima's house. That is what it is. When you are in peace with your oppressor, that is not a freedom fighter. Why do you think they are pushing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Because they knew that man there they are seeing is a genuine freedom fighter. They know. What did Britain did? Britain plot this coup, agitate this coup, and immediately they begin to you see Ohaneze and the Igbo World Congress is being engineered by MIF. I'll keep telling our people that these people are our people. What is, you know what makes me people come? Well, that's my own opinion. Say this Ohaneze, what are they doing? What are they doing? These are your people. These people was brought out by MI5 and MI16, British Secret Services. They call them MI5 and MI16. They are listening to our voice. They know that we are saying the truth. They are listening. Every night when we come, they listen. These people listen more than you. They want to know our next plan. They want to know what are we going to do. That is why I respect the DOS. I applaud them for what they are doing now secretly. That is why you see nobody knows exactly. They do their own things on the ground. And that is how it's supposed to be. Because this is the reason why the little mistake Onyendu made, that is broadcast, and call this a perima. People should go and listen. I don't know how he made that in. It's only him will answer when he comes out. This is the reason why they know the leader of indigenous people of Biafra that is in their dungeon, but they are still calling this a perima. The leader, you know why? They want to convince our people, so that our people, and again, our people now, some of our people now, that is why I keep asking myself, so if at all that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu could have said, okay, Mazi, give us order. Just because Onyendu was kidnapped, it's not even up to how many months. Somebody came out from somewhere and begin to tell you people that he's in charge of this this big freedom fighter in the world. No place you can ever see this type of freedom fighter. No place in the world, in the whole world. It's only IPOB. Somebody somewhere, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come in this whole platform. We tell you that he came from our Isiama for call the father's name, call his mother's name. Somebody we did not know. Somebody, he can't even call where he came from. Our people begin to listen to him. And he tell you to go stop. Mazi, you know what? Let me leave it here because I want to tell our people something. The reason why I come. Please, Ohaneze Ndigbo is not for us. These people, it was not what is Ohaneze doing. These people are agents. These people who MI5 and MI16 agents in our land. I keep telling our people that these people, I will bet the life of the whole IPOB in this planet Earth. These people will never defend you. MI5 who and MI16. The only thing that fits these people, the brokers of our leader, of Chinedu on Sunday, on the 3rd. That is what hit these people. You make them understand we don't know these people. I don't have these people. These people are agents in our land. Look at, just like Mazi Jonathan said, all the whole killing in our land, all the whole graves, all the whole different one in the law banta. Did Ohanese say anything? Ohanese, when you push it, we must to go. You see, if these people is our people, what they will do is they will say, we must to go, we must to find the root cause of this thing. We must make sure we know who killed these people. This is how we know the people who leads you, who lost you. We must to know how these graves come about here. We must to know who killed them. And stand in their word. But you know what? They have collected money in that thing. You see, they are the one. If you go and ask Otina, they are the one threatening Oti. These people who die. If you look at Oti that came in, start doing something in Aba. They have now started blackmailing him that he used 900 and something billion to feed himself. The man has to come. I watched the video where he was addressing about people, about telling them exactly what happened. That is a lie. Now the video is the man. I will send it to you so that you play it to our people. I look for the video. I see when this man, honorable man, was addressing our people that was false lie. And the worst part, all they could hear which is that some newspaper carried this news. And these newspapers that carry this news did not even come to him, and some of them begin now, after he addressed them, they begin to realize that it's a lie because the man came to work. They will blackmail him. You know why they want to blackmail him? So that they will be saying, they will be writing this figure down. Any day he come out, they will use EFCC to be pursuing him. But Okezip as a labor today. Okezip, also, don't you see that road that this man I think is trying to make our people go past today? Okezip as where is him? The earlier we understand that we have nobody represent us, let me tell our people, if Ohanese is for us, you see this building of our people that was demolition in Lagos. If Ohanese is for us, he will tell our people, don't be afraid. If they come to demolish your house, kill them. Stand by your word. They will take them. Even people begin to buy gun and stockpile. If they want to kill us this time around, we will kill them first. Stand by the you will see Nigeria will begin to repent about the soul hatred they have against us. If these people are really our people and stand by their word and say, even people begin to this Nigeria, Makachineke, these Fulani people, they will begin to rethink.
Mazi, thank you. I'm winding down. I have callers flowing in, but we must continue. Mazi, Emi Chris, I think, on signal. Can you hear me? Thank you for holding on for 30 minutes.
Thank you. It's our turn. We don't do that for any time we spend. As you have said a lot of things today, let me just start from here. In your submission tonight, you played an audio of a man who's talking about Pan-Africanism and other things. He said that our people have been relegated to either waiting for God or leaders or foreign some help to drive our future and other things. And that is not that thing. It's just like what our brother said now. We have to understand that nobody will come for us unless we rise for ourselves and stand up for our right and do what we're supposed to do. In the last broadcast of our HOD, he made 3 points. He said, one, that that we have written to the international, our friends and other things, to the international community. They say we should go to hell, and we ask that question: are we ready to go to hell? Number one. Then he said, in 2024, it will be a different ball game. And the third one, he said, failing to release our leader on December 15, the IPOB will lose their patience. This is the three things he said that I pick very, very cogent to me. And number one said that he have written to the international community. It's just like we are writing to those who held us down, who supported, those who said now, who formed the United Nations and all these things, the Britain and all the America, all of them. And I needed to be govern myself as I want. That's what we are seeking for. And I have to go to America to demand, or United Nations to demand that I needed to govern myself. Just like when watch animal geography, see a buffalo, five of them or six of them gathered, and one lion, one small little lion, now hold one of them on the ground, and all of them gather around and start looking at him. That's exactly what we're doing. But all this
And Mazi, those buffalo,
huh?
they didn't know that just once they make a move. I watch all those things. I watch all those things you are saying. I've watched it several times.
Yeah.
Had it been the buffaloes know that Igwebike, only just one move they make, all of them toward the lion he will run away immediately. But they will just
No,
stay
it
there
scared them
watching him.
away. They will run away, but they don't know that we are gathering looking at that lion.
Killing
And
one
that
of them.
lion even is afraid with very something that when I look at it, I say this word is very, very amazing. It's only for you to understand your capacity of reinforcing together. And you see make a change, you make difference. And that is what left for our people to do. Our leader once said that, are you ready for freedom? If they were ready, oh, they chile now. When they on the headquarters they throw this in the pamphlet that our leader had been captured and all this and they run away. That is what happened to our people. Like Ugo was complaining, talking about what our leader said to listen to this person. It's not the only person who said that. But the problem is that this person used that audio of our leader to propagate what he wants. And our people, because of our stupidity, pay attention to listen to that nonsense. Because nobody goes direct to get the right information. But all they need is to ask, it's very, very interesting for this nonsense. Go direct and say what is actually, or ask a very good question to know what is happening. But they can't do that. All I want to say tonight is that what you have said, our submission is what I've been saying. We have been saying every day, and you even asked the question tonight. You said, how long are we going to suffer for all these things? That's your question, my brother. It has been a long time, and we have suffered a lot. Our people must prepare. We in diaspora must prepare to fix whatever consequences that will come out of it. We must do something. We must change something, and we must force Nigeria, put Nigeria into oblivion. That they will force them to do. We will do something different. So we must do something. This 2024 will be different ballgame. And I'm telling you, if they fail to release our leader on the December 15th, believe me, this leadership we will start doing something immediately to hurt Nigeria. I remember Nnamdi, they called you on your program. He said something, and I bought to that idea. What he said, we must do something different to make change, and we cannot be waiting for these people to. Because we have written to them, we have write to them, we have called them, we have present every of our case to them. Last 2 days, you said on one of the you said about one man who take himself to Hedge. And on the flight, they captured him and threw him back from Kenya again. From Kenya, they take him back and they prison him to talk. This is the kind of people we are writing to. And we are writing to our enemy to release us from prison. Why somebody who steal my thing and then hide it under his carpet? I'm looking for that and I'm going to them and say, please help me find this thing. I can never find it because this thing is with him. So, Mazi, let me make this a information to our people before I drop. there's people that now they have chosen to hike people's number with IPOB or Biafra issue. They used to call people online. Anybody call you on WhatsApp or any platform asking you if you are a member of Biafra, they want to hold a meeting on Zoom or whatever, and you say, okay, want to join the meeting. It's okay, I will send you a code that you will join the meeting. When he asks you to give him the number that appear on your screen, never you give that number to them because they are ready to hike your account. That's what they have today. They have come it twice. Today they have called. Somebody come
Listen,
again. They say it's calling
they
me
have
for
been doing
spam.
it since months back, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I just want to make it publicly because
Yes.
so that our people will be aware. Because now that they're using IPB name now, IPB Biafra, the one if not coming this afternoon, he couldn't even pronounce Biafra very well. How they say Biafra. I say, what? I was threatening him. Say, okay, tell me. I don't have time to join the meeting now. Just drop the code so that I will join the meeting later. He said, no, I should give him the code. I said, no, drop the code.
Once you
He's
send
not
him that code, your WhatsApp is gone. He will use it now.
yeah,
Be hacking. I mean, scamming your contacts inside the telephone.
exactly. That's what
Scamming them.
he's going to
Yeah.
do. So our people should be aware of this. And anybody call you on this way, asking you for meeting, asking the name of the coordinator and the zone is coming from. So if you couldn't answer this question, please disregard everything we're talking about. Mazi, I have a lot to say, but
There
it's
we
time. It's late.
There we
We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you and good night.
There we I'm now joined by, I think, Wada Tina. Otekwele. Wada Tina, welcome to the program. You'll be the last caller. You have been here since starting 26 minutes. Go on, please.
Yeah, Mazi, Chinedu.
There we
And good afternoon, great Biafrans. Udo derege nwa Chineke, udo derege. Mazi, I must thank you for the education today. You have educated us, and you always educate us. Thank you very, very much. And you always ask us the question, do you understand? And do you know every time you ask that question and I'm listening, I always say, I do understand. And I know that many of us are saying, we understand. We understand. Your submission today was clear and simple. But you remember what you always tell us, that our enemies have long-term goals. They have long-term goals. They have been doing this for a long time. So what should our antidote be? We should also make long-term goals. We must double down on propagating our own way of life. Double down on it. Teach it everywhere and teach it every time. Teach it all the time. We teach it by the curriculum and instruction in our schools when Biafra comes. We will teach it by oral tradition when Biafra comes. We teach it. We have a mandate to teach Igbo culture in Biafra schools. We will have a mandate to have knowledge of Igbo and Biafran history taught to our children and even to ourselves even more. Biafrans, look, their agenda is working. Don't you think their agenda is working? It is working well for them. But we thank Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We thank the DOS. We thank IPOB worldwide. And we thank ESN. We thank great Biafrans in Biafra land who actually understand to know the truth. And the truth is that they have perverted everything that is called Igbo. But we want to make them aware of this. We are going to turn the tide. We are turning the clock backwards. We are making sure that we reset it. And what you're doing here is a big part of what we're doing. We're resetting the time for ourselves and turning back the hand of the clock for ourselves. Aham na kpozi ụmụ Biafra na ụmụ IPOB literally is anụ a na-agba egbe ha na-akpa nri. Don't look back. If you look back, they win. Great Biafrans, if you look back, they win. Ohanese and Dioshin and Diama, they can be doing what their master is. Don't look back. If you look back, they win. Great Biafrans, if you look back, they win. Ohanese and Dioshin and Diama, they can be doing what their master. They can be doing what their masters. That's why if you listen to your mother, you understand. And the orphans are usually the wiser people. Are you orphans? Ị ga-abanye n'ime ụlọ duzie onwe anyị ọdụ mara na enweghị onye anyị na-akwụ. Like Mazi Chinedu said the other day, we are going to do this work ourselves. Don't really get it, don't give it to anybody else to do for you. Ịgbagide gbagide nwa gị nyefee ya nwa gị. Ịgbagide so na ha nyefee ya nwa gị. Give it to your son, give it to your daughter. Our daughters are also very wise in this struggle. Don't only hear your sons to tell your daughters. Our daughters are formidable. They're very educated. They want to understand. Please teach your daughters. Mazi Chinedu, there's so much to say, but we understand. When you ask us, do you understand? We understand. Are you fans? We know where we're going.
Ndewo nwada ri nwada wụrụkwa ndị aka mmiri. Ndewo, thank you very much. Ndewo. This is where I'm going to switch up the phones. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, we have it, and we continue hearing. Knowledge comes from hearing. That is the basic. Now you make researches. Now you know. That is it. Because hearing only doesn't give you knowledge. You must research to find out whether it is true or not. Once you found out that is knowledge, now you've known. We understanding our internal enemies, those that are being used, the vassals, the agents being used in order to subjugate us is a first step. We know this Ohanese and Igbo. We shouldn't take anything from them, any of their word. The way they destroyed our way of life, trying to recreate in us a type of people that they want us to be. The question is this: do we accept being recreated? We must continue in our natural system, our organic system and value. That is the conflict we have in Nigeria. That is what we are fighting, to maintain our organic system. But it can never take place, it can never happen in Nigeria. Being in Nigeria means recreating upload platform to address Biafrans also. Our leaders' court date is on the 15th, and our HOD have said it, that our patience will expire because it has an expiring date. Our patience will expire on the 15th. If they say they should not, they start talking any excuse, we should, okay, up to them. But no person should come and say, let us give elders a chance to negotiate. No. Once after 15th, that chapter will close. And we release the wrath of our ancestors. That is how it is. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.
Of the rising sun is a home of the Biafrans. The part of the eastern land is a promised land, a blessed land of the true Biafra. Onu si Biafra, onu si Biafra, Biafra kane boso kaniri, akaimata Biafra kane boso kaniri, Biafra kane. Wapoke, Alijala,
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from our province of Biafra land. We are here live and direct. Today is the 3rd day of December 2023. That abobo chiorie. Therefore, without taking any time, the long-awaited time has come. I will hand over the platform to the head of the Directorate of States of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Chika Odeziem, in order to address Biafrans and lovers of freedom that are listening from all over the world. Mazi, you are welcome. The platform is yours. Mazi, can you hear me, please? Mazi Chikeduziem, can you hear me, please? Yes. Please, the platform is yours. Please go on. The whole world is listening.
Thank you, Mazi Jonathan. Good evening, great Biafrans. Good afternoon, good morning, and good night to all of you, depending on your time zone this very evening. And good evening as well to the friends and the supporters of the indigenous people of Biafra worldwide. My name is Mazi, and I come from Ihe Oma. Ihe Oma is in all the province of Biafra land. By the grace of Chukwu Kikabiyama from Ihe, I serve the indigenous people of Biafra as the head of Directorate of State. I know that it's been a while that I address the Biafran people. It is a strategic plan by the leadership, and it is the reason is bringing, as we had hoped, the positive results that we envisaged. But today, tonight, it is very imperative and very important that I address the Biafran people and, of course, address the world community. But before I go on, let me, from the deepest part of my heart, commend this great, wonderful family, the IPOB Worldwide family. I want to commend you exceedingly because you have shown that the freedom of the people of Biafra is a project that we cannot retreat or surrender from. You have exhibited, irrespective of the challenges that we have faced, you have exhibited a very, very serious commitment, dedication to this very cause. And our cause, as we all know, is a just cause. The demand of the Biafran people for a referendum so that they can decide and determine their fate as a people, as Biafrans. I want to not only commend you tonight, 2 years and almost 6 months, that the supreme leader of the indigenous people of Biafra was kidnapped in Kenya, tortured almost to death, and then extraordinarily rendition to the zoo called Nigeria. 2 years and 6 months. The enemy had thought that without the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra being around, that it will be a walkover for them to destroy this very movement. But I am delighted to tell the wonderful Biafran family, the wonderful IPOB family worldwide, that because of you, wherever you may be tonight, whether in the ground zero homeland of Biafra or in the diaspora, it is because of you that we have not been and cannot be destroyed by the enemy, the Nigerian establishment, and those who align with them, whether within us or in the international community. Today, this month as well, this month makes it the 3rd year that Nnamdi Kanu set up the Eastern Security Network, a network of dedicated, hardcore Biafran people who have given their life for the protection of our homeland. as we celebrate this third anniversary, I want to call on all of you to continue on the path of supporting ESN. The result of their presence in our land cannot be quantified. I lack words to actually describe the effect of their presence in our land. I was today watching one program. Well, not a program, but a video of a woman. When you see the thigh, the freshness of the tomatoes that she and her husband probably were able to harvest in Biafra land, in Enugu, it simply that very video simply makes a lie the narrative that Biafra land cannot produce and Biafran people cannot produce what they can eat. If you can remember, Biafrans, in one of my last address to the Biafran people, I stressed on the need for us to go back to the land. Go back to the land, that is, go back to farming. Because our land is a blessed land. Our land, there is nothing you put in the land of Biafra as a farming seed or root without it coming up, germinating, and then producing great produce. That this woman and people like her, many people, many other people like her, have been able to go to the farm, that they have had the peace to be able to cultivate their farms without we seeing on the social media people who were killed, disemboweled, cut into pieces, and telling us, what can you do? This was what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu saw. And we knew where we were going actually. That was why the setting up of ESN was very imperative. ESN, for those who do not know, was set up to safeguard the land, the farmland, the forests of Biafrans or Biafra land against marauding terrorist herdsmen. That is why ESN was set up. And they have done an exceedingly good work at that job that they were given to do in Biafra land. And I say again with all pride, that is the reason why people could now go to their farms, cultivate their farmlands, and at the time of harvest, they will go and harvest the fruit of their labor. Taking this into account, I am calling on all of you tonight, Biafrans, the sympathizers to the Biafran cause, the supporters and friends of Biafra, that for our own existence, so that the Biafran people, we do not depend on what is imported from another part of the zoo down to our land. Because one of the main reasons I bet that people should be kind of patient tonight, because this broadcast is not the usual kind of broadcast. One of the reasons why marauding terrorist herdsmen were sent into our land was that by the time they have finished what they were sent to do, nobody will go to farm in our land, and then we will be dependent upon the food stuff that will be sent down maybe from the north or from the west or from any other place. And if you live, and I can remember as well saying that the ensuring that Biafra land is sustains itself food-wise is a national security issue for us. And I gave an example at that time that most of these European countries, you see, they support their farmers, they subsidize them, and because they know that a nation can never depend on an outsider or any outsider, for that matter, for what they eat and what they consume. The enemy wanted us to depend on them for what we eat, so that at the snap of a finger, they can do to us what they did to our fathers in 1966 to 1970. They will starve us to death. But this generation, thanks to Chukwu Abiyama, and of course the ancestors of Biafrans, we already know what their plans were. And of course, we decided that we would not make that mistake that was made in the 60s. Why am I telling you all this? Why I'm telling you all this is that for all of you, even those who do not understand, who may even have any disagreement with the Biafran cause, if you are a Biafran, if you are an Igbo person, if you are an Ibibio man, Efik man, Ido man, just name it, you will understand that the setting up of ESN, if they had not been set up when they were set up in 2020, by now, your land will have been overrun. These men, they sleep in the forest, no comfort, no bed, and no comfort of whatever nature. They sleep in the forest to ensure that women and men and our mothers and elderly, they go to their farms and cultivate their farmlands and then harvest it at the appropriate time. They must be supported. The ESN must be supported, because the work that is before us is enormous. And we have sworn an oath that for us it is Biafra or nothing. On this 3rd anniversary of the Eastern Security Network, there should be and there shall not be anyone saying, I'm tired of supporting. He cannot be tired of supporting, because we have not gotten to the destination that we have set out to get to, which is an independent, free, and sovereign Biafran nation. To our international friends, when the zoo tell you that we have militia or whatever they will call their name, terrorizing, attacking their security forces and the rest of it, it's a lie. ESN was not sent or was not set up to engage the Nigerian military or their security apparatus. No, ESN was set up primarily to ensure that the jihadists, that the Fulani herdsmen, the terrorists masquerading as herdsmen who were sent in their numbers into our territory to stop our people from going to their farms. That was why ESN was set up. And I can tell you tonight that these men and women who have abandoned their families and whatever comfort that exists in the zoo, sacrificing and dedicating their life for the benefit of their people. Sacrifice. That is one of the fundamental principles of IPOB, because even apart from the ESN, the IPOB family is a voluntary family. Every support that we have received from IPOB families, these are voluntary support. Those of you who are on the sideline, the time to support these young men and women to protect your land is now. There shall no longer be any prevarication or let me see what will happen. Now is the time to support them. From ESN, I move on to the continued detention of that man who set up the Instant Security Network, the supreme leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi, 2 years and 6 months. And also, I want our international friends to pay attention tonight. 2 years and 6 months. I'm just talking about now the time he was kidnapped. Nigeria kidnapped him in collaboration with the British MI6 and committing an international crime, tortured him almost to death. As we know, the effect or the result of that torture they gave to him in Kenya was that he has continued to have very, very health issues with one of his ears. They almost wanted to make him not to hear anymore. Now, Nnamdi Kanu has been continuously